Hey folks, it's lunchtime. Scruffy's staying out of sight again. I'm on a step stool so I can stand up and get a good vantage point. I was thinking of going out there just to check his water, and I was reviewing the footage from last night, and when he ran off, he actually stopped right at the little cement corner next to the rain gutter, and I didn't notice him, but his tail was actually still like kind of visible, and I was kind of wondering why he was hiding there. I was kind of wondering if he threw up, so I was gonna go out there just to make sure there wasn't any cat vomit. But since he's right there, I'm not sure if I want to disturb him because that'll just scare him. But anyway, yeah, just an update. So I'll probably feed him tonight. So I guess I'll see you then. Bye. Hey folks, it's dinner time and Scruffy's sitting on the mat, so he's a little closer than I think the other days. So I'm gonna get his food together. We got his leftover chicken and egg from last night, plus I'll get some kibble going, and I need to check his water cup that's in the kennel. So I gotta get some warm clothes on and get his food ready, and I'll be right back. Hey folks, so Scruffy's being very, very skittish, but I'm trying to get the camera to focus. But so I basically came out and he walked back and hid behind the table. I changed his water inside the cat carrier, so his other one was empty. And so I just put the food down, and and then I started recording, and he started coming, and then he ran away when I put the camera in, start the camera. So we have chicken and egg, fancy canned cat food from last night. So this is the other half of the can. It's kind of windy, so I hear leaves shuffling on the roof. It's kind of cold, so, and it's a little drafty. So I hope I'm not out here that long. And I'm imagining the wind's going to make Scruffy more skittish. So it's probably going to be a unpleasant feeding session. So let him have a few bites, and then I'm going to brush him. So he keeps turning. So yeah, he's kind of knotted again. So there's some resistance here, but he's tolerating it pretty well. It's amazing his fur gets so tangled in just a day. So I came out here mid-afternoon. He was sleeping on one of the steps to the deck on the side. I was doing some stuff on the side, and then eventually I came out here just to try to inspect, make sure he didn't throw up last night, and I didn't find any vomit. But as I approached, he woke up. I think he heard me from a distance. And so he walked under the deck. and he hid there. So he still doesn't trust me in the day when it's not feeding time. So I'd like to get to the point where he doesn't flee from me. Don't know if that's ever going to happen with him. So yeah, he keeps twisting. So yeah, I'm hitting a bunch of knots. This side isn't as bad, but yeah, I don't think he, in general, likes the brush that much, but I think he likes it more than the petting. And then I think once the knots get out, it's not as bad. So he's completely turned around. So I think I've gotten all the knots out, or just about all of them. So I think I'm going to flip the brush over pretty soon and use the softer side. Okay. I'm going to try to use the other side now. So he's like completely under me now. So he's pivoted in such a way that he's like directly under me in between my legs. So not a very smart position if he's scared of me. But I've been doing this for so long, I don't know why he fears me. So he keeps pushing the bowl away. Yeah, I might have to take those balls out. So he's spinning again. So yeah, there's a dark spot here. I think that's where that bump we keep talking about is. I think he has some scab or parasite or tick, like flea or something there. Because yeah, he's often grooming that spot, it looks like. And then I remember I felt a bump there a couple weeks ago. And that spot always looks discolored. So yeah, he's moved the bowl quite a bit away from me, so I'm like really leaning on the chair. But yeah, he seems just enough food motivated to keep going at it. Because I saw he was thinking there for a second. I think he was about to walk away. but I backed off for a second, and then he went back for the food, and I think, yeah, the food's just good enough to keep him here. But I think he likes the fancy feast better. Yeah, the good cat food's too much, or too good for him. So he's really pushing that bowl. I'm worried he's going to throw up. I think he's trying to eat really fast. So yeah, he's really far away from me now. So I'm really reaching over. I can only reach his head now. To my surprise, he hasn't hissed at me. Stop stealing the bowl. So he's cornered himself. So it's also not a smart position if I was going to do him harm, because yeah, he's against the wall now. He's really backed himself into a corner now. So I'm like about to fall off the chair. I might just have to kneel. So yeah, I'm kneeling now. Or squatting. So yeah, I'm off the chair now. But yeah, I'm still... See if I can brush his tail. I know he doesn't like this, but... So I had to put my knee down. So I didn't like that. So I'm going to move the bowl back. And I'm going to take out one of the balls because he's having such a hard time with it. Take out both of them. And yeah, he ran back a little. There's a little bit more food there. I think he wants it, so I think he'll come back. So yeah, I'm not feeding him as much as the past week, so he's going to have to eat what he can get. See, I think he had too much of an abundance, so that's one of the reasons he's been able to be so skittish and refuse meals. So I think if I use wet cat food and give him less of it, he's more, it's carrot stick approach, right? So keep him coming back for more. And then, because there's less food, these videos will be shorter. See, I've been kind of annoyed at how long our feeding sessions have become. It means I'm out here in the cold much longer. And then and my upload speeds are actually very terrible, so it means I'm spending more time uploading videos. So like, I think I have a backlog of like 50 videos or something. I'm really far behind. I think he's getting close to done. Yeah, he's almost done. So I'm just very lightly brushing him now, just in the center of the back. He's probably going, "Where's the food? You used to give me so much more. He used to have a second bowl, and he used to have a rotisserie chicken." And he wants the water. So he doesn't know what I put in there, so it could have been food, but it's just water. So I think my plan is I'm eventually going to bring out the parabolic heat dish, and I'm going to point it at the carrier, try to heat it up, and then put maybe either as water or maybe a little bit of kibble also, and then see if he takes to the warm carrier. I'm going to do that, I think, later this week. So according to the forecast, it's supposed to get colder, and it's going to drop into the 30s. So if that's the case, it's probably the best time to try to use the heater. It's very, very rare we go like below the 30s. So yeah, it's pretty rare we hit freezing temperature, and then it's even more rare we get below that. So that was an interesting session. He didn't hiss at me, but yeah, he was moving all over the place trying to get that bowl away from me. He's getting pretty good at the balls too. So yeah, he moved himself all the way into the corner against the wall, which is not a safe place to be if he's worried about me, doing something to him. And then he was completely under me, between my legs, which is another place probably doesn't want to be, very unsafe. And then when he left the carrier, he was giving me that little evil look again, that skittish look, and like, don't try anything. It's like, yeah, I could have tried something at those other places. You're not very smart. So yeah, it's kind of cold right now, so I'm actually feeling my nose run just from the cold. And so I think I'm going to go in pretty soon, but I'll let him finish grooming himself and chilling if I can. I don't think he's going to be there much longer. So I'm out for a run today at the park, and there is a black cat with white feet that I keep seeing there. So he moves around in different parts of the park, but yeah, a lot of times I see him in the middle of one of the lawns, and he's just, I don't know what he's doing. He's just sniffing the grass or something. And then other times I see him in the street, just crossing the street, or I don't know. But yeah, I think he's looking for food, so I think I need to start making a mental note to bring some cat food with me, and then if I see him or some other random cat, feed him.
run. And I think, yeah, all these cats are friendlier than Scruffy. I drew the worst one because all the other cats seem like they're approachable. Scruffy's the only one that flees in horror. Kind of self-absorbed, kind of selfish. It's like, leave the food and get out of here type attitude. And he's always afraid of me, even though at this point he has no reason to be afraid of me. So, we're somewhere between 2 and 3 months. So we've been doing this for a while. And, he always gets a good meal from me. Except when he refuses it. And I always have to buy him, more cat food, better cat food. Fortunately, I can't give him my table scraps because, most of the stuff I eat has onions and garlic in it, and I read that both of those things are toxic to cats, so basically kill them instantly if you eat any of my table scraps. I think I read cinnamon they don't like either. So I've been using a lot of cinnamon recently. Yeah, surprised that Rogan Josh recipe actually called for cinnamon. I never associated cinnamon with Indian food. So I did a Chinese vegetable stir fry the other night. And let's see, so so I ended up putting a lot of garlic and onions in that. Vegetable stir fry. So it was unfortunately it was a Chinese vegetable stir fry with all the wrong vegetables. It's basically what I had in hand, and they're like probably a couple of them were okay. So I had broccoli, so that's like perfect for a stir fry, but I was putting other things in there that probably shouldn't be in there. But basically it's all I had in hand. Like peas. Frozen peas and carrots and corn. I don't usually associate that with a Chinese stir fry either. So what are you up to, Scruffy? Checking out your bowl. Make sure it's clean. It's blinking. So I won't try to brush him. Yep, I guess he's done for the night. And there he goes. So put the brush down, and I guess I'm going to clean up for the night. So thanks again for joining me, and guess we'll do this again tomorrow. See you then. Bye.